Imagine a world where the concept of zero did not exist, where surgery was a matter of trial and error, and where astronomy was based purely on myths. Now, consider that centuries before the modern scientific revolution, ancient Indian scholars had already laid the groundwork for many of the concepts we take for granted today. Their groundbreaking discoveries in mathematics, medicine, metallurgy, and astronomy not only influenced the course of human history but also continue to impact our daily lives in ways we rarely acknowledge. This article explores the remarkable contributions of some of the greatest minds of ancient India and their lasting legacy. First, Aryabhata, 476 CE 550 CE, the astronomer who knew the Earth rotates. Aryabhata was a visionary mathematician and astronomer whose insights were far ahead of his time. His magnum opus, Aryabhatiya, revolutionized mathematics and astronomy. He introduced the concept of zero as a number and refined the decimal system, laying the foundation for modern arithmetic. He accurately calculated the value of pi, and postulated that the Earth rotates on its axis, an idea that was not widely accepted in Europe until centuries later. Aryabhata also proposed that the moon and planets shine due to reflected sunlight, an observation that would later become fundamental to modern astronomy. Second, Brahmagupta, 590 CE 668 CE, the master of zero and negative numbers. Brahmagupta took Aryabhata's work a step further by refining the concept of zero and negative numbers. His treatise, Brahmasvattasiddhanta, included rules for arithmetic operations involving zero, an essential milestone in mathematical history. He also provided solutions for quadratic equations and developed formulas that later influenced both Islamic and European mathematicians. His work bridged the gap between theoretical mathematics and its practical applications in astronomy and engineering. Third, Varahamihira, 505 CE 587 CE, the Encyclopedia of Knowledge. Varahamihira was a polymath whose contributions spanned astronomy, astrology, hydrology, and even gemology. His encyclopedic work, Brihat Samhita, covered diverse topics ranging from planetary movements to architectural principles and meteorology. He refined trigonometric calculations and developed techniques for predicting eclipses. His research in hydrology helped in groundwater detection, an invaluable contribution for civilizations dependent on agriculture. Fourth, Sushruta, circa 600 BCE, the father of surgery. Long before modern medicine developed surgical techniques, Sushruta, an ancient Indian physician, had already documented over 300 surgical procedures. His book, the Sushruta Samhita, describes complex operations such as rhinoplasty, nose reconstruction, cataract removal, and skin grafting. He also designed over 120 surgical instruments and emphasized hygiene and sterilization, practices that were centuries ahead of Western medicine. Today, his principles continue to influence modern plastic and reconstructive surgery. Fifth, Charaka, circa 300 BCE 20 CE, the pioneer of holistic medicine. Charaka is one of the most renowned figures in Ayurveda, India's traditional system of medicine. His treatise, Charaka Samhita, emphasizes the importance of a balanced lifestyle, diet, and herbal remedies in maintaining health. He systematically classified diseases, their symptoms, and treatments, paving the way for modern pharmacology and preventive medicine. Charaka also promoted the idea that the human body functions as an interconnected system, a concept that aligns with modern holistic healing approaches. 6. Kanada, circa 6th century BCE, the father of atomic theory. Centuries before John Dalton introduced the modern atomic theory, an Indian philosopher-scientist named Kanada had already theorized the existence of indivisible particles called paramanas, atoms. He proposed that all matter is composed of tiny, indestructible units that combine in different ways to form substances. His ideas laid the foundation for later developments in chemistry and physics, proving that Indian scholars were exploring atomic structures long before they became mainstream in the Western world. 7. Nagarjuna, circa 2nd century CE, the alchemist and metallurgist. Nagarjuna was an expert in alchemy and metallurgy whose experiments led to significant advancements in Ayurvedic medicine and chemistry. He worked on Rasashastra, alchemy, and developed methods for extracting and purifying mercury. His efforts in metal transformation laid the groundwork for later discoveries in metallurgy, and his influence extended to medieval alchemists in both the Islamic and European worlds. 8. Badayan, circa 8th century BCE, the mathematician who discovered Pythagoras' theorem. Long before Pythagoras, Indian mathematician Badayan had already formulated the Pythagorean theorem in his Sulba Sutras. His work on geometry was used for constructing fire altars with precise measurements, showcasing an advanced understanding of mathematical principles. His findings were crucial in the development of Vedic rituals and architectural designs. 9. Bhaskara I, circa 7th century CE, and Bhaskara II, 1114 CE, 1185 CE, the mathematical geniuses. Bhaskara I expanded on Aryabhata's work, improving trigonometric calculations and number theory. Centuries later, Bhaskara II, also known as Bhaskaracharya, wrote Siddhanta Shiromani, a treatise covering arithmetic, algebra, and astronomy. He introduced early concepts of calculus, derivatives, and infinitesimals, long before Newton and Leibniz formalized these ideas in the West. 10. Patanjali, circa 200 BCE, the master of mind and body. Patanjali is best known for his Yoga Sutras, which provide insights into mental discipline, breath control, and holistic well-being. His teachings form the basis of modern yoga, emphasizing the mind-body connection and promoting mental health. He also contributed to Sanskrit grammar and had a deep understanding of human psychology. India's mastery of metallurgy. India's expertise in metallurgy was unparalleled in the ancient world. The Iron Pillar of Delhi, built in the 4th-5th century CE, remains rust-resistant even today, defying the passage of time. Indian blacksmiths also pioneered the production of Wootz steel, known for its exceptional strength and flexibility. This steel was later used to forge the legendary Damascus swords, renowned for their sharpness and durability. The legacy of ancient Indian scientists. Ancient India's scientific contributions were not just limited to theoretical discoveries. They had practical applications that influenced civilizations across the globe. Whether it was the refinement of zero, surgical techniques, metallurgy, or astronomy, these innovations were centuries ahead of their time. The brilliance of Indian scholars paved the way for numerous advancements, and their work continues to inspire researchers and scientists today. As we marvel at modern technological breakthroughs, let us not forget the extraordinary minds that shaped the very foundations of science and innovation. Their genius, once overlooked, deserves the recognition and admiration of the world. It is time we celebrate the scientific heritage of ancient India and acknowledge the pioneers who propelled human knowledge forward.